At the SXSW 2018 event, Sonic Team announced a teaser for a new upcoming racing game which at the time we didn't know the name of, but the R was highlighted. A lot of people immediately thought of Sonic R, a sequel maybe? It was then later revealed as Team Sonic Racing, not a sequel to Sonic R or to any previous game title. Though that said, it looks very similar to Sonic All-Stars Racing, and that's because it's the same team working on the new game. I have no doubt this will be another fun racing game to add to the series, but before that, let's look at the previous titles, starting with Sonic R. Welcome everyone, this is ReasonsToPlay and this is my review series. So in the past, we've gotten quite a few racing games in the Sonic series. We've got Sonic Drift and Drift 2 that started the whole meme of, why is Sonic in a car? I mean, to give the players a fair advantage. Right? Point is, guys, we are getting a new Sonic racing game. Team Sonic Racing is the new racing game that are developed by the same studio that made Sonic All-Stars Racing and Transform. So I have no doubt this is going to be a great game. However, the first racing game I actually played was Sonic R. Unfortunately for this review right here, I'm not going to be able to play it on a Sega Saturn because I don't have that. So we're going to be playing it on none other than Sonic Gems Collection. Now the reason why I love this collection right here is because this is basically a collection of obscure games. The only thing that would make this better is the Sega Sonic Arcade. It has Sonic the Fighters, Sonic R, Sonic CD, and it even has a bunch of Game Gear games. And best of all, my favourite Sonic game, Vector Man 1 and Vector Man 2. Let's take a look at Sonic R on Sonic Gems Collection for the PS2. Sonic R is one of the first 3D Sonic games created at the time. It was released in 1997 and developed by Traveller's Tales. They even developed Sonic 3D, which also had a Saturn version, and then later went and worked on many other games. When you beat up Sonic R, what do you hear? Yeah, that's Sonic R alright. Did you know you could play with the R on the title screen?
That's no good.
Sonic R has a single player mode and a multiplayer mode. I never really delved into multiplayer much since I had no one to play with, but most people spend their time playing the single player mode anyway. When you select characters, you have 4 characters to choose from: Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, with Dr. Eggman being unlocked for beating all of the stages, as well as 4 extra hidden characters to unlock. Most of the characters would be on foot, except for Amy, who has her car, and Eggman, who uses his Eggmobile. There are 5 stages in total to complete, and the goal is to get the Chaos Emeralds before Eggman does and beat the Grand Prix. Although there are Chaos Emeralds in this game, they are not required to actually beat the game. So yeah, 5 stages, that really isn't much, and I hear that's a big complaint with Sonic R. I mean, I agree, there are plenty of classic stages they could have made, 7 stages, 7 Chaos Emeralds. Design wise, I thought the models and the environments looked fine at the time. Maybe the models have aged a bit, but they're fine for me personally. People like to think that Sonic Mania's special stage model of Sonic is based off of the Sonic R model since it's similar, and well, the whole point of Mania is nostalgia. The stage's length is pretty short as well. They do at least have multiple paths to take though. See this loop? Screw this loop. Something I do like that they did with the stages is a night and day system. You could be running through the blue sky in the day, then suddenly running amongst the light of the moon. On top of that, we have actual season changes. You can have it sunny, rainy, or snowy. And yes, I do believe that includes ice physics. It also changes the stages themselves. If the water is frozen, you can walk on top of it. Otherwise you just sink. But luckily you don't drown in this game. So let's start talking about how the characters control. Each character have stats that represent either how fast they are, how good their acceleration is, or how good their turning / handling is. Sonic naturally is the fastest character of the default cast, but has bad turning. Tails isn't very fast, but has decent acceleration and really good turning. Knuckles is your balanced character. He's faster than Tails, but slower than Sonic, and has overall good turning and acceleration. Amy being the slowest character with the worst stats. She can turn her car to a hover car and hover over water. That's neat. Each character has a unique ability to them. Sonic can double jump, Tails can fly, Knuckles can glide, Amy has a boost, and Eggman can fire homing missiles. In terms of general control, it's not great but not the worst. Movement feels stiff at times. That's why it's best to stick to someone like Tails or Knuckles who have better handling. You can drift by holding the shoulder buttons left or right, but if you're playing as, say, Sonic, turns will still be difficult. Now let's talk about the items in this game. Rings of course make a return as your main collectible, which are used for a boost pad or doors for shortcuts. The more rings you have when you hit the boost pad, the further you go, and I think 50 is the max you will get from the boost. You also get power-ups, such as the Sonic Free Shields or Speed Shoes, by running into emblems scattered throughout the stages. I believe the more rings you have will determine what you will actually get from the emblems. Now aside from Eggman, how do you unlock the 4 other hidden characters in this game? Scattered throughout the stages, there are 5 tokens you must find and collect. Once you've collected them and finished in the top 3, you will be challenged by that character. Resort Island has Metal Sonic, Radical City has Tails Doll, Regal Ruins has Egg Robo from Sonic & Knuckles, and Reactor Factory has Metal Knuckles. Once you beat them, they are unlocked. Metal Sonic is a faster Sonic. Tails Doll is, well, faster Tails but less handling. Metal Knuckles is, you guessed it, a faster Knuckles, and quite honestly, probably the best character in this game and can even hover over water. Egg Robo is just Eggman on foot. However, there is one more unlockable character in this game. Remember the Chaos Emeralds? Across the 4 regular stages, you have a chance to collect at least one of them. Usually they are unlocked behind the 50 ring doors, but once you collect them, you must finish in first place in order to keep them. Once you have them all, you unlock none other than Super Sonic. Of course he's the fastest character in this game, but still lacks good control. In order to choose him, you must hover over Sonic on the character screen and press up or down to switch between regular and super. If you play as any of the hidden characters, the game will automatically choose the other hidden characters to race against. I guess to balance it out. Though Super Sonic's AI is actually ridiculous. Despite him being that fast, his AI controls him no problem and seems to take turns and shortcuts with ease. If you want a challenge, try going up against him. Once you beat the 4 regular stages, it unlocks the 5th and final stage, Radiant Emerald. Oh, the colors feel so right. Oh man, all I can say is possible seizure alert here. I mean, not that bad, but still. This stage is definitely radiant. So radiant that I get lost in it. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like Mario Kart's Rainbow Road, but there's no pits to fall off. There are no tokens to collect, or emeralds either. Just simply get first place, and then you get taken to the credits. If you play with any other character other than Super Sonic, you will get the default theme. But if you do play as Super Sonic, you get the very iconic sound that almost everyone at this point has heard of. Let's briefly look at time trial mode. There are a few modes to choose from: time attack, reverse mode, basically play the stage backwards, collect 5 balloons, or tag mode. The only ones that work well enough are the time attacks. Collecting balloons is tricky because the level isn't really designed for them. Tag mode, you have to tag 4 characters in a stage. They will run away from you, and some will even run backwards from the start of the stage. Again, the level isn't really designed for this, so tagging the characters is really difficult. I only tried this once or twice before getting annoyed. At the end of the day, you play Sonic R for the main campaign. You know, despite Sonic R being an incredibly short game, I honestly still enjoy it. Personally, I wish Sega would maybe do something like this again. I still think Team Sonic Racing is going to be a great game, but there was honestly a bit of a charm, in my opinion, to Sonic R. You know, it's technically the only game that Sonic was on foot. There was Sonic Rivals 1 and Rivals 2 on the PSP, which was more of a 2.5D. I played it, I didn't like it very much, so I'll leave it at that for now. But when we come back to the next review, guys, we're going to go back further in time to that very game, or games, that started the whole meme Why is Sonic in a car, man? We're going to be reviewing Sonic Drift 1 and Drift 2 next time. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy it, and please, if you did, give the video a like and make sure to subscribe and activate notifications by clicking on the bell, because YouTube has not been very good for my channel, for mine and my friend's channel, for all of you guys out there, all of you gaming YouTubers. It's been a struggle. Notifications have not been going in, so all you can really do for us is make sure to click on the bell, click the notifications all, and just share it out the social medias. We really appreciate the support. Anyway guys, take care. I'll see you next time.